friend of mine who just says random things all the time. He said, yeah, well, I know some people that live in a community of little tiny houses that they've made on trailers. And I never heard anything like that before. And I had traveled around to a bunch of cities and lived a bunch of different places, so I thought that is like a really great idea.
That was the inspiration for Andrew Cauthen to build what he affectionately calls the Ha Ha House, a small 6-foot wide metal shack that is probably Richmond's smallest house. But it took a little more incentive for Andrew, who'd been living out of state, to put that plan into action.
I started building it because my grandmother, who was like my mom, she wasn't doing so well. That's how I came back to Virginia to take care of her. And so I just had to do something, and what I didn't realize was that I needed a place for it.
He built it in 3 weeks for about $3,000. Not a bad investment when you consider that this is a house. As far as where to keep it, it now resides in the backyard of his full-size house in Brooklyn Park. Inside, it reflects his minimalist attitude. A simple bed across from the front door, a simple fan which keeps it surprisingly cool. It was well over 90 degrees when we were there. And a simple lamp, which works in tandem with the Christmas lights hung around the walls. There are a few knickknacks that represent his lifestyle.
I like the whole, like Buddhist aspect of small places. And I read about I guess it's in Thailand, and they would stay in huts during the rain season, like for a couple months, and just meditate.
At the head of the first floor bed is a ladder that leads up to the second floor, where a loft bed awaits, easily as big as a king-size mattress. Today, Andrew's experience as a traveler made him realize he could use the Ha Ha House as an alternative to hotels for people to stay when in town.
I'd have people come through and stay with me all the time because they're like, oh, where is Andrew at now? And they come, and just traveler people. So I did couch surfers, and just used to that. And there's always a constant flow of people. And then someone said you get paid for it, so Airbnb, and it's a great way to meet people and all different types of people and build trust, and it's a wonderful way to like get people together.
Airbnb is a traveling website that lets people find places to stay when they don't want a hotel. Their website says it best. Whether an apartment for a night, a castle for a week, or a villa for a month, Airbnb connects people to unique travel experiences. This alternative lodge has made him a busy man.
This month has been almost every night. In fact, I need to go to pick up this couple from Germany, from the Greyhound, in like an hour or so.
He's thankful for those first few people who took a chance on him and left a positive review.
They see the reviews that people have left, and there's some first brave souls that came through. I left some good reviews, and so they just trust it, and it's cheap. Yeah, it's inexpensive.
And the reviews are better than good. They're glowing, 100% positive on his Airbnb booking page.
The general attitude is that they're excited, and I like that energy. People think that living like more simple is easier, and it's not at all, because you're just dealing with a different spectrum of whatever. You're not so much external world, but more internal world. Like there's no getting away from anything. It just depends on who you are and what you're comfortable with. So it's not like there's nothing any better about it.
With all the different guests coming through his backyard, Andrew has met some interesting people.
The guy that came last night, he wrote a book, a beer encyclopedia.
Cool.
And so he was at Hardywood yesterday, and he's doing an article on Mekong, because this family from Vietnam or something like that started this restaurant, and they have a brewery now, and he thought it was a really cool story.
Yeah.
He brought their family over, and he wanted to like have everyone work together.
Yeah.
And now they have like a successful restaurant with a brewery.
Yeah.
So he came all the way down from Brooklyn for that.
But there was a time when he was considering selling it, mainly because he was about to move across the country.
I did once because I was going to move to Oregon. I put it on eBay, and it got up to $10,000.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Gosh.
But then I was like, I don't want to. I didn't really want to sell it.
It was obvious he doesn't want to sell it. When asked about future building projects, he was quick to show us some of his recent acquisitions, including tools to build a skate park. And he did admit he might build another Ha Ha House.
Oh, I got some ideas. I always liked tree houses, and anyone can do this with a few friends. It doesn't take anything. It's It's very convenient.
At the end of the day, Andrew sums up what the Ha Ha House is all about in fittingly a few simple words.
People just need to kind of broaden their perspective on what it is to be successful in their own view. It's really what, and so anything I can do to help that, because it's not necessarily money, but just confidence in yourself.